Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Alex. I graduated from Stanford in math and computer science, and what we're going to talk about in this video is NFL Week 4 predictions. NFL Week 4 sharp bets. What should we be betting? What should we be looking at? So we see one good one right off the bat. First half point spread. Giants are +6, -110 odds on DraftKings. You can see Giants +6 is -132 on Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So this is a 1.11% arbitrage bet. In other words, if you had both a DraftKings account and a Pinnacle account, you could place equal and opposite bets on both sportsbooks and lock in a risk-free profit. That's a financial market inefficiency. That means that you know there has to be a good, profitable betting opportunity. So if we click on this, we can see that Giants +6, you can get -110 odds on DraftKings. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker, has it -132. And most of these sports books actually have the spread set at +4.5. So with DraftKings, we're getting an extra, +1.5 points. And this -110 looks pretty incredible, right? It's an arb to Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world. So that is definitely something we want action on. We've said this before, but in sports betting, you have to move quickly, right? The best betting opportunities, they don't last forever. You have to know how to navigate books quickly and get your bets down. So let's try to bet on this. My bet's under review. We'll see if they take it or not. The Saints are a very hit or miss team. So if you ask me how I feel about this bet, I'm not particularly sure. But we can see if they take this bet or not. So let's refresh and see if they took this bet. So we can see, I don't see anything yet. Maybe they rejected it. But I bet it earlier, regardless. So Giants +6, -110 odds. So put my money where my mouth is. Put my own, dollars on this. Giants +6, -110 odds. So why do we like it? Again, Pinnacle's the sharpest sportsbook in the world. It's arbitrage friendly. They have very high betting limits. And their market is -132, +115. So if we actually just go to a no vig odds calculator and we put in Pinnacle's market, we remove the juice, you remove the vig from Pinnacle, you can see the fair price for this, according to the sharpest sportsbook in the world, is -122.13, right? So what we can do is what we've done in other videos. Our win percentage is 55, so let's just put in these numbers. Giants +6, -110, first half. That's the bet. Giants +6, -110, first half point spread in the Giants versus Saints game. So the Pinnacle 0 vig line is -122.33. Again, when you are getting positive expected value, you are getting better odds than the Pinnacle 0 vig line. That is a sharp, mathematically profitable bet. Here, the 0 vig line is -122.33, implying a win percentage of 55.02%. And we got -110. -110 is much better odds than -122.33. So we're pretty happy with it. So 55.02%, that is our win percentage. Our loss percentage, you can see every odd has an associated win or loss percentage, is 44.98%. And then did they take this bet or not? I'm a little confused. So we'll see if they took my next bet. We'll refresh this page. And they did. So we bet Giants +6, right? First half point spread. So the stake is $1,500. Our profit, if we win, is $1,500 staked at -110 odds. So our profit, if we win, is $13.63, which you can see on DraftKings, right? $28.63 is our potential payout, which includes our stake. So our profit would be $13.63.63. So the expected value of this bet is simply our win percentage times our profit if we win. According to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, 55.02% of the time, we are winning $13.63.63. The other 44.98% of the time, when the Saints are up by 7 or more points, we would lose this bet and we would lose our stake, right? So the expected value of this bet, the expected profit of this bet is 75.57. So our expected profit percentage is simply the expected value of our bet divided by our stake. So this is a bet that's profitable by 5%. So that's the math behind it. That's the sports betting math behind it. But if you want a little more just like intuition, let's go to first half point spread, right? DraftKings is giving you a spread of +6 or -6. Most books are giving you +4.5, -4.5, and they're actually shaded towards Giants +4.5, right? Both FanDuel and 5 Dimes and Pinnacle have Giants +4.5 favored. And here we're getting an extra 1.5 points, right? We're getting Giants +6 at -110 odds. ARB to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So you know one of these books has to be wrong. You can't have arbitrage, free money in sports betting and not have either sportsbook be wrong. So we know this +115 is a good bet or this -110 is a good bet. Pinnacle is the sharpest sportsbook in the world. We go with the -110. This is a mathematically profitable bet. You should be tracking your bets with the OddsJam bet tracker. It's 100% free. Anyone can do it. We track every sportsbook. We grade your bets as wins or losses. Simply click on an odd, put in your stake. So Giants +6, DraftKings -110, 1,500. Save it. You can go to bet tracker, and then you can go to bets, and it will show you all of your bets, your profit and loss, do a bunch of cool analytics for you, as well as show you your Pinnacle CLV. So I've explained this in other videos, but you want to be beating the closing line as a sharp sports bettor. You consistently want to be beating the closing line. So here we bet Giants +6, -110. What we really care about is what the 0 vig line is to Pinnacle right before the game starts. So that's our first sharp bet of the day, and we can see there's a bunch of stuff that's interesting, right? First half point spread, Patriots +3.5 on FanDuel. So we'll go quick. So Patriots, the Bucks got slaughtered last night, so we'll go to first half. We'll go to first half spread, and we see +3.5, +115 odds. So what you can see is that's an ARB to Pinnacle, which actually has at -106, -108. So this is a pretty incredible bet. I'm limited on FanDuel. We've said this before. When you're a winning bettor, a lot of sports books, they may reduce your bet size. It's ultimately actually a sign of success. But, if you are a profitable bettor, or if anyone says they're a profitable bettor, they will experience limits. So we placed that bet. Another profitable bet. I could barely bet anything, but it's another profitable betting opportunity. Again, like if we just click on this specific one, here, every sportsbook, 5 Dimes has this -110. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook, has it -106. And we're able to get +115 on FanDuel. That's pretty incredible value. So I'll add this to my bet tracker as well, and I'll hit save. And we see we have a tracked bet. So we can look through, see if there's anything else that is interesting. And again, we've said this, like sportsbooks are constantly posting markets, odds are constantly moving. You never know when the best betting opportunities are going to be. So refresh as much as you can. You can set up your email alerts in your settings. Like we have settings, you can turn player props on or off. I don't bet on player props personally, but if you want to bet them, you can turn them on. You can turn on email notifications and then just hit save changes. So we'll go back to the arbitrage page. Like here you can see a crazy player prop one. And we can go through, see if there's anything else that we like that's interesting. And I think I'm good for now. I think I'm good for this video. And the last thing we can check is the positive EV page. So a lot of sports bettors, they'll check arbitrage. Arbitrage, there has to be a profitable bet. Like when arbitrage exists, you can literally make risk-free money as a sports bettor. Like here, 49ers versus Seahawks, total points. 5 Dimes, MGM, you could make a risk-free 3.95%, a risk-free return. One of these sportsbooks has to be wrong. And your job as a sharp sports bettor is determining which side is the profitable bet. So we can go through, see if there's anything else that's interesting. And it doesn't really look like it. So we'll go back to the plus EV page. And you can see this bet has a profit margin of 7.01%. So this calculation we did here, showing your EV percentage, 5.03%. That's all the positive expected value page does for you, right? That's the exact thing. This calculation of EV using your no vig win percentage, your no vig loss percentage, the fair odds from Pinnacle once you remove the juice, is exactly what the positive expected value page does. It shows you, hey, Pinnacle has Michigan State -144 for the point spread. You can get -110 on BetMGM. Pinnacle is the sharpest sportsbook to the 0 vig line. This bet has an expected profit of 7.42%. So you can look through, see if there's anything else you think is interesting. A lot of player props. Again, similar to, you can turn player props on or off. You can set a maximum odds. So if you don't like betting things that are plus 900, plus 800, whatever, you can set a maximum positive EV odds. You can go through. Here we can see our bet, right? Giants plus 6, 5.04%. That's essentially what we calculated, right here, 5.04%. So we're pretty happy with that bet. It's a mathematically profitable bet in the Saints versus Giants game. New Orleans Saints versus New York Giants. So we'll call it there. But again, sports is a financial market. Make sure you're checking as frequently as you can the OddsJam positive expected value page. You're tracking your bets. You're tracking your profit and loss. That's really the only way that you're going to be able to, know if you're winning or losing for the long run. And also, no one can tell you when the best betting opportunities are going to occur. All I can tell you is Giants plus 6, minus 110. It's a fantastic bet, and it's not going to be around in 3 hours. But nobody knows when these sports books are going to start to post lines, or when inefficiencies are going to happen, when players are going to get injured and lines are going to start to move. Nobody knows when that's going to happen. So the more time you put in, the more you'll get out of it in terms of, dollars in your bank account. Like sports betting, you can make good money doing it, but it's not a walk in the park. So I hope you found this video helpful. In future videos, we'll do more of the same, and thanks so much for your time.